We're in the second half of our tour today. We're actually not on the tour any longer, but we have free time to spend here in the old town of Kotor. It's quite an interesting place. It's a walled city, and the wall goes all the way up that mountain over there, and that's what protected the city from the Ottomans. They tried to capture the city several times and failed every time. In modern times, you can walk up there if you want. I see a couple people up there. The church is a little over halfway up there. In total, to get all the way to the top, there's 1,400 steps. So somewhere between 80 and 90 stories. So we're not going to do that today, but we'll do a little tour of the town. The cats of Kotor are very healthy looking and very well fed. They're everywhere. People, they're just kind of communal cats, and people take very good care of them. They put food out for them, and they don't beg or anything. They're just hanging out. This is one of 17 churches in the walled village of Kotor, and it was originally built in the 11th century as a Catholic church, and then it was converted to Orthodox at one point. It's kind of an odd piece of street art there. I'm not quite sure I understand it, but pretty sure it's just artwork. In 1624, 15 ships sailed into the harbor here, flying the Venetian flags. But so the townspeople welcomed them in until they found out that they were actually not Venetians; they were Barbary pirates, and they looted the town and kidnapped over 400 people and took them back. They were mostly from Tunisia, in that area, northern Africa. Took them back there, and so the people here had to pay ransom to get most of them back. It was a sad part of their history here. Kotor here followed the usual timeline because of its strategic position. It was occupied forever, and of course it was at one time a Roman city, then the Byzantine Empire, then the Venetians took over here, and was like I said before, it never fell to the Ottoman Empire, but it did become part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire right up until World War I. There's a really lovely walk here along the old medieval wall of the city. They fixed it up, it's nice and flat, and you can walk all the way around if you like. And they don't charge for it here. Dubrovnik now is charging 30 euros a person just to walk the walls around the city. But I can see this becoming a place almost as touristy as that at some point. It's pretty full of tourists today, and it's a Monday in November. Well, there are a lot of cats here, and they all look fat and happy, well fed, and nobody bothers them, except for a dog that we saw before was barking at one of them. So we're in the main square of the old town right now. There's a lot of a variety of architecture here. This is the clock tower, and right in front of the clock tower is an interesting piece. It was used for punishment. If somebody committed an offense of some kind, they would tie them to this and publicly humiliate them for a day or so. Nothing too harsh. Said they'd occasionally throw an egg or a tomato at them, but that was about it. It was just to humiliate them and help them change their ways. This is the biggest church in town, originally built in 1166. And then they have 2016 on there, so that was like, what, 950 years anniversary or something like that. It was damaged badly during an earthquake, and then so it was kind of rebuilt one piece at a time. So you can see the two clock towers don't match at all. They were built during refurbished during different periods, and one is actually a little taller than the other one. It's kind of interesting. We'll have a look inside. Well, Old Town Kotor is very pleasant. Much like Dubrovnik, if you get away from the big squares, there aren't hordes of people everywhere. It's very clean. The cats are quite charming. That's the beautiful flowers. The little churches are fun to walk into. I'd probably come here and stay. Probably once the cruise ships leave, it would be a really fun town to walk around in the evening. The little alleys here are actually quite charming. As you start to go up the hills, things get more narrow. It has a real medieval feel to it. Little plazas. There's a church that I think we're going to go to next.
Yeah, can you walk way up?
We did
Okay.
we went as far as where you pay. It's 15 euros per person. It seems like there's 4 of us.
They charge you to go up there?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's too much, right? Per
To
person.
walk up 1,400 steps.
If it was €5, you might do it. Yeah.
That's like Dubrovnik, they charge 30 euros to walk the wall. It's ridiculous. The cat culture here continues to amaze. This is a little cat sanctuary next to the church. And cats just live here in luxury, apparently. They even put umbrellas out for them when it's raining. The old town of Kotor turned out to be very interesting. We said it's a little touristy, but if you get off the beaten path, you're okay. It's surrounded by this river that actually acts as a moat, and the Black Mountains of Montenegro. Montenegro, I never thought about it before, but Mont and Negro mean Black Mountains. It was named that by Phoenicians when they came here because of the Black Mountains. Whenever we're in a place we've never been before, we like to go into get out of the tourist area and into the local area and see what regular life is like here. That grocery store is a great way to do that. Not sure what that is. It looks like pork belly or something like that. Grocery store is well stocked. Lots of different stuff. Very nice, well-stocked place. It seems to have a little bit of everything. And locals are buying stuff for dinner right now. It's about time for us to get back on the ship. Another cruise ship moving on. Cruise people like to wave at each other. So our day in Kotor is about over. Didn't know the sun sets here about 4:30. It's almost 5 o'clock and it's getting pretty dark. So I'm not sure how much we're gonna see on the way out, but we'll see some lights and we'll take a few videos of it. It's really a beautiful area. We'll have to try and get back here again and we can actually stay here for a little while.